guys, hope you all had a really great Christmas. You got everything that you wanted. I'm sure there's probably a few koi related presents that you all got. I got this fantastic little hat, has a little light on it. I don't know if it will, where is it? There it is. So if I need to come out for any reason in the evening or do some little bit of DIY, and so very useful, very helpful. Got some new trousers. But so today is going to be about how I'm going to try and install something to the pond. Now I've talked about it in the past, I've never got around to doing it. I saw a few videos last night. One of the videos I'll put in the link in the description below because it was really useful. A couple of months back I tried to find videos on it, specifically this type of model. Couldn't find any kind of step-by-step. I found out of the box kind of reviews, but nothing to the actual install or anything like that. I better go get it. So, I'm sure most of you will know what this is. For those of you who don't, or maybe are new to koi keeping, this here is a skimmer. So this will go on the side of your pond. This is an in-the-wall skimmer, so this will be in the sides of the pond. You can get other types of skimmers. Martin from, oh god, what's the name? Devon Koi Pond. He's got one that comes through a inlet inside, and it's almost like a tube, and the water just flows over the top. If you head over to Martin's channel, you'll see what I mean. But I've got this widemouth because you can see there's a few leaves that like to just sit on top of the pond, and especially when I had the blanket weed situation, I had a lot of leaves that would be stuck in and amongst the blanket weed at the bottom of the pond. Luckily now it's all clear, so I don't have to worry too much about that. But there are still a few leaves, and it's always good to prep for, you know, the new year. And also these are great for if there's any leftover food, pellets, anything like that that might just break down and add kind of ammonia to your pond and all sorts. I could be chatting absolute doo-doo here, but these are great for just scooping up any of that leftover food instead of it being sat in the bottom of your pond just decaying and rotting away. So I've chosen the widemouth skimmer because we've got some hazel trees, some laurel trees don't really lose leaves, but we've got some big sycamores and privet and ivy and all sorts of stuff that just wants to fall in my pond and make it disgusting. So I opted for the widemouth because if I get a hazel leaf, you can see it's quite a big opening for it to flow into. Now if I only had the little one, because this is a widemouth attachment that goes on the front to make it that little bit bigger, then it's only got that little hole to go through, whereas this kind of draws from either side in such much larger space. God. So inside, so we have a lid, if I can get it off. It seems I've lost my strength over Christmas. Is it this way? No, it's that way. So that lid just slots in like that. Always on camera this happens. Inside, I don't really know what this is, but I'm thinking it's so that, you know, if you don't have leaves and you just have food, or maybe it's another kind of protection for your fish so your fish don't get in there. That kind of slots. I put that over there. I might use it, I might not. I just was putting it all together while I was watching the video last night, so I just put that in there so I know where it went. And then inside you have a basket. So the idea of the skimmer is that either through gravity, and I'll have a pump attached to this, going back to a return, a backy shower, something like that. This will then draw on the surface of the water anything that's floating on top. So the idea is that it goes inside here. There's a floating weir just inside there. That's got a bit of polystyrene in the back, so that keeps floating. And then once it goes in there, it goes in the basket. So let's do a demonstration. Leaf floats through the skimmer into there, and then all you got to do, pull it out, and the leaf is in the basket. So put that back in there. Put that in there. God, there's so many parts to this thing. And so you get, I think that's about an inch and a half inlet to go to your pump or wherever you're feeding the skimmer into. Some people do slice that off and go for a big, like a 4-inch that goes down. But most of the pumps and things that I have, they're generally a. It's going to be for this is going straight to a pump, so I don't really have a need for a huge, massive 4-inch get there, because all I'll be doing is put a 4-inch to an 1.5 inches to fit the pipe fittings. But that's where it goes. And then I've been told this little thing underneath, I don't really know what it does. Well, I put it on there just because that's how they put it together. As you can tell, it's a bit windy. So this video will probably be in a few parts. I'll stick it all together. I thought I'll get started on trying to fix it together. So let's go over to the side of the pond, which will be that side, because I will eventually have the returns running from this side around, like this. And so we'll go over there and I'll show you where I want to put it. Actually, I'll show you the problem I'm facing first. Okay guys, so hopefully you'll be able to see me and hear me. So my seeping pond is built, well, the seeping's laid flat, and then the top one I just laid upright to get me that last little bit. Now the problem with that is that it'll be very easy to cut through this top one in order to get the wide mouth piece in. But as you can see, when it comes down here, because it will be like that, and obviously further in, I've got to cut some sort of notch out of a sleeper there in order for the base of the skimmer to be able to snugly fit in. So we're going to give that a go. Hopefully I don't ruin the structural integrity of the pond, because that would not be great. But we'll go give it a go. So I'm going to go around there and I'll start marking out and sorting some bits out. So it's all a bit mishmash in terms of the camera angles, but the idea is to have the skimmer here. You can see here where I tried to play around with putting the skimmer mouth on the outside and having the liner kind of bow in and fold to it. But the problem thing with that is that you don't have enough liner to do that, because what you've done is you've got a straight wall of liner there, so when your wide mouth skimmer or any skimmer fits the front, you have a faceplate, and then you sandwich the faceplate in between the liner. So you've got the main skimmer, liner, faceplate stuck together. So I think I'm doing it here. It's fairly in the corner, it's over the side. As I say, the return's kind of over there. That return will be changing, but what I'll be doing is having the return from that side going around the pond like this. So hopefully all the leaves will be attracted down this way, and I can do that. I thought about having it up there because of the air down here, but it's not. I'll be having the air on most of the time, and a lot of time, as you can see, the leaves congregate this side for some reason. So we'll get cracking with marking that out. So as you can see guys, we're slowly getting there. We're starting to get that notch chiseled out. If I go get the skimmer, you'll be able to see why we've put that notch in. So as you saw before, when the skimmer goes on like that, the issue I had was that this piece kept bumping up against here. So I'm hoping, when I look kind of down there, a little bit wider maybe, but I think that's almost there. So there will come a point when I'll, once that's down, that will effectively be like that. So if I just, sorry to all you carpenters, workshop people, dads even, this is just the way I'm crudely marking out what I need to cut. because ideally that wants to fit in there, sort of thing. So then that can come down to the level of the pond. So I'll go put this away and then I'll carry on doing a bit more sawing. So I now know that this piece fits in there, so you can see that that is nice and level with that. So when I put the face plate on, that means that I can then put this in and have this down here without this button against that. I'm going to chop a little bit more out the bottom here, just for this 1.5 inch or inch and a half, whatever you want to call it, fit in there. And then what I'll probably do is leave that for today, and then I'll come back to it at some other point when I've got the sealant and everything, because ideally I want to do this skimmer and everything all in one day, because when I sooner drop the water level, the next rig run a little bit slower, if not at all, depending on how full or not full. But when I do actually seal this, I will leave the liner not cut for a few days, because I don't need to right now. Because I haven't got the fittings for everything else, but what I'll do is press this in, so this now will go in. I'll probably get myself some sort of bracket to hold that in as well, like so. Obviously when I cut the groove in for the skimmer, the wide mouth piece, that should just fit in like so. But I'll do a little bit more of a cut just down here, just so we can fit that 1.5 inch piece down there. Also, you like my new toy, guys? This was from my dad for Christmas, so very, very helpful indeed. Right, I'm going to catch you in a bit, because I'm going to cut over this last little bit here, and then probably when you're going to see me again, because it's starting to rain a little bit, will be in a few days time, maybe once I've got some sealant and that sort of thing. So I'm going to go ahead and just chisel this little bit out here. So I'll catch you in a bit, guys. Alright guys, this is the second part of trying to install the skimmer, the Kockney Koi Widemouth Skimmer. You'll see a bit of food floating around, just put some food in, they have been up. What's the pond temperature today? Pond temperature about 11 degrees. So it's not too cold. I think many of us are a bit shocked at the minute of how mild the weather has been. It's still pretty cloudy. I think my last video was pretty dark when I was out here sawing some bits and pieces. Bit Heath Robinson DIY, but hopefully it should get the job done. This morning I just went to Koi Water Gardens in Sutton, and I was met by Andrew. Andrew is the general manager at Koi Water Gardens. Some of you may have seen the quarantine facility that have been bounced from one of the late Mark Gardner's videos. I shall be heading up there and booking an appointment at some point soon, so that should be a fairly interesting video. So I think Kane, the dog, is trying to get in to here. Anyways, so I went and popped up to him, got some CT1, some different fittings, just sort of grab as much as I need kind of thing, because today, dreadfully, I'm back to work. Luckily it starts at 7 PM, so I've got a whole sort of day really to get this done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and take off the decking board, as it were, along that strip there. Luckily this is two pieces, so I thought I might have to take off the whole strip, but I only have to take off that last piece section over there, and then I'll just push back the liner. And I think his name's a technology advisor on YouTube. Funnily enough, he does photography or maybe camera testing, and also he's building a koi pond. So what I'll be doing is cutting grooves all along where I want the skimmer. Then I'll be using a chisel to chisel out the pieces. I've seen it before by a very skilled carpenter who lives on my road. His name's Terry. So without further ado, I want to go over there and start taking that piece off. I need to go down to the garage actually and grab the piece, because it's sort of a star Allen key type bolt in there. So I need to go and grab that and just take them out. Alright, I'll see you in a sec when I'll be taking out that far section, and I'll probably move the camera over there as well, so you can follow me along for that little beast there as well. So as you can see, it's still a bit of a mess around here. Take this here, move this around, that's over there. So I think there's four of these bolt things I've got to take out, so give it a go. First one there. Two. Three. And the last one at the end. Four. So now we should be able to take this off, like so. So this is where I originally planned to put a skimmer in. Oh, there's a big green caterpillar in there. I'll leave him there. And what I'll be doing is, this is the section where I'll be wanting to put the skimmer. So I'm just going to, there's a screw in here, screw in here. I'm just going to take them and lift them over a bit. So I've got a bit of room to work with over here. So let me just change the screw threads. So I'm just going to change the screw threads here. This won't be the last, it won't be finished today. But I thought I'd better do bits and pieces throughout the week to get it ready for hopefully the weekend, when I can take this and poppy seal it in. Oh, I love that, dropping the bloody screw piece in. Give me a sec while I try and fish that out. Well, it's a good job I've got a slightly smaller net. So I'm going to see if I can fish out the screw piece. I can see it down there. Luckily it's not the screw, it's just the screw, the drill bit. Yeah, there we go. Right, so that's off. Leave that there. I need to give it a jet wash down or something. This is just liner just to stop the leaves and any roots or weeds growing up. So that's just under there. So unscrew that. One there. And one just here. So hopefully I'm going to put this in my pocket so I don't lose it. Now, as you can see, this gives me a bit of leeway. There's still a bit of water pressure there. That means I can slowly saw down. So let's go get the piece. I can feel the water pressure, it's not too much. So I've got a nice flat surface down there when I install the skimmer. So let me go get the skimmer piece. Okay, so I thought it'd be a bit easier if I have all my equipment down here. So as you might be able to see on the skimmer here, it's got this kind of groove piece. So ideally what I want to do is be cutting a length like that, and then later on use the chisel to chisel out this kind of groove, as it were, on the outside. So if I just cut like that, and then I can groove it out to the size. So what I'll do is I'll mark the skimmer out with a trusty felt tip pen here, black marker pen, so then I can see where I'm at drilling, or sawing rather. So the liner of the pond is going to be there. Because down here I can, you know, cut a little bit more out depending on where it is. So up here, this is there. And there. Oh, little spider, come on. No, go that way. Yeah, go that way, come on. So now I know that's roughly the size of where I want it. Let me have a look. So if that's going to go in there like that, probably be easier if I put this over a bit. So I've got there, that's where it's going to go. Right, so I've roughly marked it out. So now I can see that's where my skimmer's going to sit in there. And you'll know there's a bracket here, but once it actually comes in, it's quite far away from that bracket there. So I won't have to worry too much about that. So if I just lay that skimmer there, let me just feel that pressure. There's not too much pressure pushing against that. So set this saw up. Now I'm going to take it quite slow, hopefully, guys, because I don't want to be cutting through the liner at all. So how am I going to do this? Wait a second. Yeah. What I might do, just find a piece of wood to see if I can hold that out like that. So give me 2 seconds, just see if I can find a bit of wood like that. So 2 seconds, guys. So I now have my 2 trusty bits of wood that I've just cut out. So hopefully I can just wedge that there. Ooh, it's nice and dry now. I've got a little layer of insulation in there. Even if I just do this, to be fair, that keeps it up. Right, I'm going to get to it. So I'll put this on a time lapse actually, so you guys can see it, because no one wants to hear noisy sawing. So switch over time lapse. So as you can see, I now have my whole piece cut out here, and now it's on to doing the V joins here to that skimmer. So I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but that will fit in there like that, hopefully. So yeah, see how it goes. As I say, this won't be over the bracket, this is just coming in. That will sit like that, hopefully in there, just wide enough, perfect cut there. So yeah, it's starting to sort of come together. I mean, I have to firstly apologise for all the errs. I know some people don't like that. Oh, there goes another one. Well, we went through a couple of blades, so I was worried about cutting right through to the liner. I've actually behind here, I had a couple of these. So I had them behind, so then all I check there, no, touch wood, no leaks. I mean, this bit's going to be cut out anyway for the skimmer, but it was just more for the kind of peace of mind for me that when I was cutting behind, that I would have these jutting around. The reason these are bent is because I was trying to hold it not pressed up against, which you should, so don't follow me in terms of safety or anything like that, but having that so it only saws that way down as opposed to sawing all that way through there. So a couple of bent blades. Sorry Dad, I know you. Luckily my dad got me a load of spares because he knows what I'm like, so thanks for that. So yeah, now I'm going to go and try and cut out this section here. Should be a little bit easier because I'm not cutting so much directly that way towards the pond, I'm just cutting out here. The groove bits here are going to be the slightly more difficult piece, but I'm sure you have to work that out. Alright, well I'm going to get on with it. I might film it, might not. I mean, I don't know how much video you want to see of me time-lapsing, just cutting stuff. But yeah, if you want to see more time-lapse cutting stuff, just let me know in the comments. So I'm going to get on with this so you can see all the stuff I've been chiseling out. So that's fairly smooth down there now. It's a little bit warped in terms of the cut, not straight across. But hopefully once I get that skimmer situated, it's mainly that front lip. So yeah. Alright, well I'll come back to you in a sec once I've hopefully not ruined blades. I think it's the last short one I have. The other ones are like this long. So I'm going to get to it now. Okay, so we now have the grooves in. It's a little bit lopsided, but I think we'll do a little test fit, see if it just even goes in. Top, that's the top. Okay, so it's going to go in this way. So let's have a look. So I need to cut a smidgen more. I can do it like this. Have that squeezed in there, put it up like that, slightly forward. You can hear the chag over there just scoffing some pellets that have got themselves stuck in the corner. So I'll maybe trim this down a touch more. It's a little bit off balance, but what I can do, where's my... I'm not going to lie guys, I did try this before just to make sure I hadn't cut any liner, cut anything wrong or anything bad, just so it was good for the video. Okay. Right, so we've got my trusted spill level here, covered in, I don't know what that is, spider poo. That was almost the second thing today that's gone inside the pond. So this side needs to come up a tad. Right. To be fair guys, it's level anyways. Yes. Balances. So much level there as well. Let's have a look where the water is. I can now fill through. So the water's just coming over the skimmer. I probably need to fill the pond up. And I have actually got a hole, a leak over here. But for now, I think that's okay. And then let's go get the other bit of the skimmer. So then this should once that's in like that. Yeah. Something like that. That should be what the skimmer will look like. So what I'm going to do now is go and silicone this piece to this piece, and then I'll let that dry out. So we'll go over to the table over there, and we'll go and silicone that up. So hopefully you guys will be able to see my table here. I'll just sit down in just a second. I just thought it's better to get everything ready. These, I must remember, don't forget guys, are the 4 screws that go to attach the wide mouth piece. Right, so what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to take off these screws. I should probably take out all the annoying bits. Like this. That I'll need in a second. The axe is here for me to open my silicone as I cannot find a knife or a pair of pliers. That can come out, and I'm also going to take the floating weir out. Right, so let's get back to this.
So what I'm sort of wanting to do, see if it will work. Yes, that's kind of working. Is that what I'm going to try and do is keep the screws in so I know where the screw holes are, and then I can put the beads of silicone still underneath and then screw that all down. So let me just go and open the silicone. Bear with me 2 secs, guys. Okay, so now we've got the silicone. I'm just going to get my little gun. Slot this in here. Thought it wasn't going to fit in for a second. So let's just squeeze this down. I can feel that go in. I'm just going to move this drill because I don't particularly want. There's my screwdriver. So I'm getting everything ready. So I've got my screwdriver to hand tighten them. And I'll wait till I can see. Oh, there he comes. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, right. I'll try and stay nice with my legs. So there's actually a fair bit of gap. So I'm probably just going to do it round the screw holes. So I don't know if you guys can see there's a bit of a gap in there, quite hollow. Doesn't really matter if I get any around or anything. Alright, so that's that side done. Now this side, I don't know how many screws I'm going to put in, but put a blob of silicone over each screw hole. Doesn't really matter if you mess this up because you won't really see the side at all because it will be screwed. The front of it will be screwed to the front face plate. Alright. Boy, you've got to get some grip in your hands. I hope I'm doing this alright, because otherwise I'm going to have to order another skimmer. This one, this one. Bit this side, bit more underneath there. Oh, I've got a spider on the CT gun. Maybe a bit more around that one, and a little bit more around this one. And now I'm ready to screw this down. Should have probably worn gloves, would have been a better idea. What I'm going to do, let me just get this down so this is laying flat. Then you won't, let me just move this round a tad. So what I'm going to do is just go around very slowly. Oh. So they're not actually tied all the way down. I would have done this with a screwdriver, but it's actually quite tough to get these screws in. Right, that one's right down. That one's right in. That one's right in. And that one's right in. So I know these are my 4 spare screws over here to attach the wire now, so I might as well use these screws. I think they're all the same length. Yeah. So screw roughly there. Oh. You won't be using that screw because it's got a bit more of a domed head to it. think most of these do, to be fair. Well, I'll just put a couple on the bottom. Just to seal that in. Yeah, all of them are actually. Alright, so that is all sealed in. And then when I put the face plate onto this bit, I've got to remember it's that way up. So now I don't know if you can see that too well. Just leave that there a bit. Yeah, you can see that pretty good. I'm just gonna put some silicone just around the edges. Now I have read that some people have dry fitted these in terms of with no sealant, but I thought as I was in the shop and I have been waiting for the CT to be able to do this, I will do that today. And then what I want to do, so that's the top, is also put some sealant around this piece as well. As I say, go hard or go home really with the sealant. I figured if some people use it, some people don't. Well, I might regret it later if I don't put it on. That's quite a fair bit, so I'm going to put that sealant there. And then, here comes the tougher part. Okay, top is that way. Oh yeah, that is the top. So I can see the sealant through the little holes there. So I'm just going to put okay, not too bad. I think I figured out that these screws are for those. Okay, right. 1, 2. If we can just screw these in. Okay, right. Now this goes on. Look it this way. No, I was right. These have got to come back out. Oh, bloody hell, there goes one. I told you guys I would mess it up, wouldn't I? This is actually where the faceplate screws fit in. Silly me. Lovely. Alright, there's a screw in there somewhere. Take that screw out. Okay, so I've got all these dirty screws. Lovely. Oh, I've got a wipe them. I'm going to put a bit more silicone over this, just because Josh capped it up. It's like icing a cake really. Add a bit more on there. I'd rather go a bit gung-ho with the sealant, seeing as I've mucked it up once. Right, the top is this way. Right, I believe that is in. So, I've only got 3 days for these. Did I drop one? Oh, whilst that's just sitting like that, let me just locate this missing screw. Oh, okay. We will use these round-headed screws because I think what I'm going to do is in each of the screw holes just pop a tiny bit of silicone in there, another bit in there, what I will actually probably do is silicone over the screws. I think I'll be getting this day for this video, but right, so that goes in there, that goes in there. That's all in the little screw holes. Make sure from the bottom it looks good. Yep, that looks good to me. Right, let's get this dirty screw head thing. Like I said, kind of a merry-go-round. You just go around, tightening as you go. So there we go, I can see a bit of the sealant coming out now. There we go. It sounds noisy, but I'm literally squeezing it the tiniest little bit. Take it out there so it doesn't get stuck. Alright. So what I'm going to do with my finger, go along those beads, try and go over that with a bit of excess sealant. My hands are disgusting now. Oh, you know what? I was going to wear this mask later on, but I'm sure I've got plenty, so I'm just going to use it as a little cloth for a second. I don't really want everything covered in sealant. And then I'm just going to... I'm probably going a bit overkill here really, but just where these little screws are. Just a little... fill that up kind of thing. So whenever you're doing anything like a skimmer or a bottom drain or anything like that, oh there's my missing screw. You are going to be cutting out pond liner. And pond liners are quite expensive usually, so I thought, well, why not put a little bit of extra sealant over everything. And then last piece that I'm going to do, see look, top guys, finally got it done. It's just silicone over this, just over the mouth there. Be careful guys, because inside where your weir will sit, see these two little bits at the ends, they sit in two little holes that are either here and here. So don't silicone up that bit, that wouldn't be good. How much silicone have I got? Oh, loads. Right, so you won't be able to see this because it's inside, but just a small, just one little line really, just to then go over it with your finger. maybe 2. Worth just being extra careful. Maybe they say measure twice, cut once, maybe it's the same. Silicone twice. Use your finger to rub it once. So as you can see in there, I've siliconed up the screw holes, and here I'm just gonna rub that over. There's a fair bit there, but I just want to make sure that that's properly sealed in. Looks fucking oh, sorry, it's what? Doesn't look too professional, but it just gives you that peace of mind that it's all done in. And what I might do as well is go over one more time with one more little line on each of the sides. Oh, comes a little bit out. As I say guys, this is probably just being overkill with this, but I'd rather, if I get a leak then I know that I've done everything I can to have avoided one. Okay, right, that one's done. Also, before you guys think I've already sealed the front, I haven't. I've just dry fit it so I don't lose any screws. Right, that's in there like that. Yeah, right, finger from me. So just rubbing it over the seal there. Okay. As I say, it's just so then I know, peace of mind, I've done literally everything I can to make sure that that's all sealed in. Right, I'm just going to put this away and go clean my hands and then start to clear up. And I'll be with you guys in just a sec. So guys, just like that, I put the second board back on top. So this is where the skimmer will sit, but I thought I'm going to let it seal, cure overnight, then possibly tomorrow I might get started, or maybe I'll leave it to the weekend, because I don't want to be cutting through the liner until I'm dead set and I've got enough time. I've also managed to ruin my new trousers with some CT1, which is great. So if anyone got any ideas how to get that out of my trousers, that'd be amazing. I mean, they are outdoors work trousers, I'm not wearing them outside. So, I guess that's what they're there for. And so yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this little segment. I might leave the part 3 for another episode. As in, I might put last week's clip and this week's clip together, so kind of part 1. And then I'll put the final part of me actually putting the skimmer in another episode. So thank you guys for watching. It's been a little bit more of a more interesting video because there's actually been stuff going on. Me breaking 3 saw blades, cover myself in silicone. So yeah, if you enjoy this video, and I really hope you do, I think I'm 1 subscriber away from 800. This year I would love to get to 1,000 if possible. Like I say, I always appreciate all the comments you guys leave me. You guys, a lot of you out there are much more capable, experienced koi keepers than I am, and I'm just chiseling away, so to speak. So every little comment, subscribe, always helps. It's always boosts your confidence. Obviously, I had that bit of a down spell, but as soon as I put this video up, not this one, the one before, I think I gained 12 subscribers, and you know, I kind of got the go for it again. And then going down to visiting Andrew at Koi Water Gardens today in the morning. It was only open from 10:30 to 11 because they're on holiday kind of thing, popping to feed the fish. So pop down there and talking to Andrew about plumbing and things like that. And I'm really keen to get the channel back to where it was. Hopefully this year I will be able to come out and see you guys. So I'm just watching Big Mo over there, trying to get into the corners to get the last little bit of pellets. There won't be any left though when the skimmer's in, bear in mind, so unless fish waste in the pond, or unless food and stuff that just sits in the bottom and just breaks down. So yeah, also I need to get some K1. really need to get some K1, waiting for the next payday. These videos kind of come across this like they should do. You know, I wait paycheck to paycheck. I don't have loads of money to go and blow on a koi pond. I mean, you saw the way I put together this skimmer today, and I'm sure a few of you had your hands over your eyes because some of them were a bit sketchy moments. But yeah, anyway, enough of me. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode and you're looking forward to the actual skimmer going in. As I say, the skimmer's here, I can poke it right there. And I've also put this thing back on so it holds the liner up. So I don't want the liner flopping in or anything like that. So I'm going to go get cleaned up, put all the tools away, and then get ready for another go at it, maybe tomorrow, maybe, or the weekend, so we'll see how it goes. So I'm not sure when I'm going to put the video out, I've got so much stuff to do, back to work tonight. But yeah. Also, a quick question before I go. Once you put the skimmer in, do you think it's worth me putting expandable foam to kind of cement it almost into that pocket that I've cut out here? I've seen it on someone's video before. I just want to get some opinions. So let me know. And the best way of securing the back of the skimmer, I think like building like a wooden frame kind of thing to hold the skimmer in. So that's enough from me. It is a new year. I'm not going to say it's a new me, because it's the same old me, same old Josh on the channel. But if you enjoy these videos, please drop a subscribe, drop a like, drop a comment. I'd love to hear from you guys, and it also makes me, it lets me able to go online and find out from your ponds. Because if I see a comment from someone new, or you know, I'll go and look and see what their pond's saying. And if it's something I can maybe offer some small piece of advice to, then I'm more than happy to. So, Happy New Year everyone, hope you had a great one, and I will see you on the next video. It's going to be a good one, I'm sure. Fingers crossed it will go to plan.